watching The Chew, Orange Media Network's official news show. I'm Andre Bedoya Bunch. Just yesterday, around 20 students gathered to protest the recent firing of 3 ASOSU representatives. This was during an ASOSU session discussing the temporary pause of most student government functionality amid workplace toxicity and recent resignation of Vice President Zach Kawash. The shutdown, which partially excludes the executive branch, was announced on the day of the election in an email from Dan Larson, Vice Provost for Student Affairs, co-signed by ASOSU President Audrey Schlatter. According to the email, quote, ASOSU's student employees and officers will be directed to undertake a comprehensive programmatic review. The areas of review and action will include a review of governing documents, employment practices, legislative procedures, election process and procedures, organizational culture and community standards, among other areas, end quote. The review process is set to be completed by May 2nd. One of the central figures in this drama is SFC Chair-elect Dylan Perfect, SFC at-large member and among one of 3 of those who were fired. Perfect has been heavily involved in efforts to unionize OSU student workers. We caught Dylan at the protest.
Well, it didn't surprise me, but I do think that the circumstances are respectfully somewhat outrageous. And it didn't just happen to me, it happened to 2 other student leaders, one of whom, just like myself, was elected to their office. And despite the fact that we're elected officials that were put there by the students at large and an election open to all students on this campus, the administration saw fit not to initiate a recall vote, not to initiate disciplinary proceedings in the Student Senate, as is normally the case. They simply unilaterally, just one unelected official at the university, removed all of us.
Amidst this news, the Associated Students of Oregon State University also announced the final results of its 2025 election. The offices up for election were the president and vice president, the student fee committee, and its chair, as well as 18 Senate seats. Vice President results for the presidential and vice presidential race, Kayla Ramirez and Masha Mogilevsky won with 970 votes, or 58.9% of the vote in the 3rd round. Ramirez and Mogilevsky dubbed themselves as the Damn Solidarity Ticket, as well as Perfect. They were also endorsed by ASOSU student workers and the Coalition of Graduate Employees. Now that the election is complete, Ramirez and Mogilevsky say one of their main priorities is raising student worker wages across campus.
How do you guys plan on raising student wages?
It's been done before, is kind of the easy way to say it. And looking at the student fee process, of course, we're going to be working directly with budget managers, looking at what their budgets can allow for, but also ASOSU has reserves. If this is something that needs to be resolved quickly, that is something that we can look at in terms of getting that cost of living adjustment for workers, because ultimately we can look at everything, and if we keep leaving student workers behind, we're leaving students behind, we're leaving our community behind. Student workers are essential to the functions of this campus, they're essential to the operations of this campus, and they should be treated as such. An argument that we've heard too is that raising wages for fee-funded units is unequal. What history shows is that historically when wages in fee-funded units have gone up, wages across the university have gone up to match that. And also it gives us a little bit of leverage, right? If we're like, hey, the wage in these fee-funded units is this, and we look to the rest of the university and we're like, what are your wages looking at? We have something to reference back to since those wages have already increased. Yeah.
For Student Fee Committee Chair, Dylan Perfect won with 784 votes, clearing 50.1% of the vote by the end of round 2. Perfect is a former ASOSU senator and served as vice president in 2022. When asked about his first priority as Student Fee Committee Chair, Perfect told The Chew about his plans to strengthen student participation and trust in ASOSU. However, while Perfect's victory has been confirmed by the ASOSU Elections Committee, it is unknown how this firing may affect his political term next year, if at all. According to an email he posted publicly, the justification given for his firing specifically is violation of public meeting law. Taking a look at the Senate race, there were 15 undergraduate Senate seats up for election. All of them were filled. Here are the results. In addition, there were 3 graduate Senate seats. 2 of those seats have been filled by Lucas Perryman-Deskins and Ryan Becker. The 3rd seat remains unfilled. Currently, it is unknown how next year's government will be impacted by the partial shutdown. The winners of the election are expected to be sworn in at the end of this year. Up next, ASOSU is releasing an at-home testing kit for sexually transmitted infections in partnership with the Center for Advocacy and Prevention. These kits can now be ordered for free on the ASOSU website, making STI testing much more accessible for students. President of ASOSU, Audrey Schlatter, one of these programs' advocates, hopes that it will be a long-term addition to student government's programs. These kits test for some of the most common STIs, including chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, and HIV. This program is in partnership with the Center for Advocacy and Prevention, or CAPE, who will be responsible for shipping the tests. You might have seen some of CAPE's other offerings on campus, like the safe sex spots dotted around campus, which provide accessible contraceptive and safe sex products. Inside these kits, there will be small containers for students to provide samples of their urine, blood, oral, or rectal swabs, depending on their testing needs. According to their website, these testing kits are discreetly mailed to the students. After collecting their sample, students can mail it to a lab. According to the Damn Tested website, students will be able to view their results on a secure health portal within a week. These students would be limited to one kit per person per term. Prior to Damn Tested, students would have to make an in-person appointment with Student Health Services, which would provide additional fees for lab processing. The fees involved in this program are covered by the student incidental fee. President Schlatter hopes that Damn Tested will complement C-Care, an Oregon program that provides free contraceptive care but does not provide STI testing to students. According to Schlatter, bringing Damn Tested to campus was a part of her platform when running for president, though it's unclear whether this program will survive long-term. Quote, "Right now, this is a fling, but if this helps students and we receive enough positive feedback, it can become a permanent program designed by students for students," end quote. One student we spoke with, Quinn Phillips, a music major, was excited to see the program come to life. As he put it, quote, "Giving the option to bring it home is empowering," end quote. After the break, we'll be taking a look at this year's OSU Food Drive. And I get a new outfit. Stick around.
Are you the person your grandparents call when their TV stops working?
No. Okay, so you want to hit the large red button. No, Nemo, that's the blue button. I can tell you're pressing the blue button.
Have you ever turned something off and then back on and it magically worked?
Do you ever look at someone using technology wrong and in your head you think, man, this person is not doing this right, but you kind of decide not to say anything because that could be rude, but it also would save that person so much time?
Have you ever dreamt of untangling cables?
Do batteries look like a tasty snack to you, and you tried to eat them once, but then you got sick, but after you recovered you did it again because deep down you knew that the batteries would give you so much energy? Do you feel a deep sense of purpose when you push a button?
If any of this applies to you, you may be entitled to financial compensation. As a student engineer at KBVR TV.
No experience required. An endless fountain of audiovisual knowledge awaits.
Encounter a single mean person, as much as you insist that you're mean, Jade.
I don't know if I've...
For Black History Month here at Oregon State.
Keeping the ball for this not a baseball. Yeah. Oh, it's all eliminated. Oh, right in the gut. That was
Just press your top and down a little bit, make sure they fit in the front.
Welcome back to The Chew. This March, OSU continues the tradition of having a month-long food drive aiming to support local nonprofit organizations such as the Lynn Benton Food Share. According to Terry Trujillo, the food drive chair, last year Oregon State contributed over 460,000 meals to Lynn Benton Food Share. As she puts it, quote, "This year, I'm encouraging participating units to surpass last year's payroll donations. It would be incredible to reach $100,000 in payroll donations," end quote. We have 44 departments participating in this year's events, offering a variety of opportunities for university staff and students to help raise funds and food for those in need. Each year, the top fundraising groups on campus are recognized. Last year's included Botany and Plant Pathology, the College of Forestry, the Honors College Student Association, and the School of Public Policy. Some up-and-coming events to the food drive include the Fisheries, Wildlife, and Conservation Services Pi Day tomorrow, Therapy Dogs at the College of Forestry on March 17th, and Bird Walks tomorrow, the 20th, and the 25th. One opportunity you can participate in takes place throughout the entire month. Stop by Marketing Services and Solutions, where students can play games and win a variety of prizes, including Blazers tickets.
So this is Marketing Services and Solutions. We used to be printing and mailing. I started running the food drive for printing and mailing in 2020. It's been very successful. That first year in 2020, we raised right around $200, which actually was pretty good because there were so few people here. Over the years and adding the games and making it more of a competition, people have gotten very interested. Last year we raised $1,300, so it's been great. I mean, we've done really well. We have darts, we have a little putting machine, and cornhole, and a basketball hoop. And we also have foosball this year. We have great prizes. Our vendors have been so generous. The big hot prize this year seems to be the Ray-Ban sunglasses. But we have like a love seat, an outdoor love seat. We have an outdoor heater. We have $50 gift cards from Borland Printing, and Premier Press donated the Trailblazer tickets. And there's an air fryer. There's walkie-talkies, there's all kinds of prizes. So come on down. We're here 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. It's $5 a game. It's a lot of fun. We have a great time, and we'd love to see you.
The food drive goes until the end of this month. For more information about how to participate or make a donation, go to the OSU Food Drive event page at solutions.oregonstate.edu. Next up, several groups at OSU hosted the Fix Your Fit event a few weeks ago. I had the chance to go check it out. Hi guys, we're at the Fix Your Fit event. I'm with
Sophia Williams.
And today we're showing off what's going on at the event and what kind of things people can interact with. You want to give us a little rundown?
Absolutely. So I helped organize this event. I work for the MU activities team, and we just have a lot of fun things going on. We incorporated a lot of different clubs and organizations on campus. We have Upcycle Boost, Repair Station, Benny's Business Closet pop-up, Damn Chic is here, and we got our Depop campus brand managers with the clothing swap over here.
No way. The clothing swap seems really interesting. I'm really excited.
I love the clothing swap, and I think maybe if you want, we could help fix your fit and get you a new one.
No way. I'm thinking we can definitely make that happen.
Yeah? Do you want to go make this happen right now?
Let's do it.
All right.
This event had activities set across various tables for students to engage with, including tote bag decorating, an iron-on patch table, and sewing kits galore. The event's coordinators featured a variety of student organizations on campus, including the AATCC Design Club, the College of Business, the MU Activities Team, OSU's Depop Brand Ambassadors, the NRFSA Club, Damn Chic, and the Sustainability and Business Club. Let's get a closer look at some of these tables. One of which was a repair station where students could receive general mending assistance on some of their own clothing and pick it up at a later time. Or they might receive advice on how to proceed with the item if they believe they would be unable to fix it themselves at the event. Besides them, we have a few others who could tell you a little more.
Hi! We are NRF, National Retail Federation, and we're here representing Benny's Business Closet for the Fix Your Fit event. Pretty much our organization does merchandising within Benny's Business Closet, which is a resource for students to get business apparel for discounted pricing. It's in, you know where it is.
It's in the basement of Milam. It's in Milam 27. There's a big room full of business clothes, so we can offer students an affordable source of having business clothes for career fairs, interviews, and any other reason why you would need such a thing.
At this event, we're really looking forward to meeting new people and introducing them to this opportunity, just because we think it's such an amazing thing to have as a college student who may not have the resources or the money to really go buy new business clothes. This is a really great opportunity for especially new students who, even if they're not in business, they might have a business opportunity or an interview or anything that would require them to have clothes like this. We really love giving people that resource, so we're really excited.
Hi, I'm Paulina.
And I'm McKenna, and we're the Depop campus managers.
So what do we offer? We do a lot of tabling events on and off campus. We do workshops like sewing workshops. We give out free merch like tote bags, stickers, sewing kits, etc. And we just get the word out about circular fashion and teach people about how to sell on Depop and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're also doing a clothing swap right now. As you can see, there's a lot of clothes on the floor on the table. Basically, people can come in and bring their own clothes and swap whatever they want. Also, there's a repair station, so they could repair their clothes as well. So just circular fashion.
My favorite part about events like this is kind of just bringing together a community of people who share the same interests, like, for example, circular fashion.
I also love seeing people, like what they make and what they repair. Also, I love seeing what people wear. A lot of when you ask people, oh, what are you wearing? It's also, oh, I made this, and I think that's super cool.
Ooh, it looks like there's a diva behind the camera. Do you want to come show your fit from Fix Your Fit? Oh, okay. How do you like it?
So I can just say that I'm a fan. I definitely think the clothing swap did its job.
Shoes and all, too?
Shoes and all.
It's just so amazing. I love this fit. It's giving 70s, almost Coachella vibes.
Oh.
Kind of like it.
I'm flattered.
Love it.
Couldn't have happened
Glad
without
we could
the
help
event.
Fix Your Fit.
Thank you. I'm glad we could do it too.
Yeah, thank you for coming by. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Absolutely. I can tell I did. I hope this happens again next year.
Me too. All right.
We'll find out. Bye.
Thank you.
For you astronomy nerds out there, a total lunar eclipse visible from Corvallis is taking place tonight. Here's hoping for a cloudless sky. Thank you for watching The Chew. For the latest OSU news, follow The Chew Live on Instagram. I'm Andre Bedoya Bunch. Have a good night.